Top 10 anime from spring 2025. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa! Yeah, this is a great action scene.
If you're curious to see what spring has in store for us in terms of non-sequels, don't go anywhere. Here's one of the earliest previews for a season that's
I think
shaping
this anime is a classic.
up to be quite
He looks like Goku.
promising with each reveal.
Ah, Devil May Cry.
The
Yes,
Devil
let's
May
shoot
Cry
some
anime dropping in
demons.
spring 2025 is pure hype fuel, and for good reason. First off, it's being helmed by Adi Shankar, the mastermind behind Netflix's
If it's Netflix, people will be mad about it. Even if it's good.
So you know it's in good hands. Fans have been dying for a proper adaptation of Capcom's stylish action franchise, and with this series, we're finally getting Dante in all his demon-slaying, pizza-loving glory. The trailers tease high-energy fights, slick animation, and a tone that perfectly captures the game's mix of dark fantasy and campy humor. Plus, with Capcom involved, it's bound to stay true to the source material. Newcomers will get a taste of why Dante is one of gaming's most beloved protagonists, while longtime fans get to relive the
But the animation looks really
adrenaline rush in
good.
anime form. Bottom line, stylish combat, killer one-liners, and a whole lot of demon smashing. Spring 2025 can't come soon enough.
Yeah, Netflix can make some great things like Devil May Cry Baby and JoJo 6. Okay, they don't make, they distribute the thing. They distribute. But I think that's... At least the animation is good. I think if you can make a really terrible story with a good animation, to me it's okay. I don't care. If the story is garbage, like the worst story ever made, but the animation is dope, I don't care. I'm watching it. Yes, I judge a book for its cover. Wow.
Sword of the Demon Hunter is shaping up to be one of spring 2025's must-watch anime.
What the fuck?
見こもりだ。
Yeah, this one looks great.
大切なものを守れるお役目だよ。
Based on the hit light novel, this dark fantasy series brings intense samurai action, supernatural battles, and a rich historical
Man,
setting.
this one looks
Wrapped up in the stunning
coolest
animation.
one.
The story follows a lone warrior facing off against terrifying demons in a world where
Yes.
folklore and reality collide. Think Demon Slayer, but with a grittier, more mature tone. Fans of feudal Japan aesthetics, sword fights, and deep lore are in for a treat. Plus, expect jaw-dropping battle sequences and fluid combat. Whether you're here for the stylish swordplay, the eerie yokai, or just some good old-fashioned samurai.
Man, I think this probably I don't know anything about this anime. I really don't know. But just looking now, just looking at it now, I think this is maybe the best anime. I don't know.
Sword
I don't
of the
know.
Demon Hunter
But
is ready to deliver. Get
maybe
hyped. It's gonna be
I'm gonna be disappointed. I don't know, but this looks like the best anime
wild
of this season. I don't know. I'm just looking.
我要你们死！
你只不过是我救人路上遇到的一块破石头罢了。
Supercube is one wild ride that's got
What the
everyone buzzing for
fuck?
spring 2025.
Man, this is so intense. I think I lost some years of my lifetime. How intense this was. Come
Imagine
on.
this, an ordinary schoolboy gets into serious trouble with a nasty gang only to stumble upon a mysterious cube that unlocks crazy superpowers. Yep, his life flips upside down in the coolest way possible. The show mixes heart-pounding action with unexpected humor, blending
Come
epic
on, what the
fight
fuck is
scenes
this
and
guy?
slick, fluid animation that really shows off the best of Chinese donghua style. Fans
Wait,
are
this is Chinese.
loving its blend of coming-of-age drama,
Yes, China is doing great.
supernatural thrills, and a dash of humor reminiscent of classics like Solo Leveling. With every punch and twist, Supercube promises to keep you on the edge of your seat, laughing and cheering. If you're in for an adventure packed with surprises and a whole lot of fun, this is one anime you definitely don't want to miss.
Until now, every animation I've seen of this season is incredible. They're doing so great with the animation. Look at this. Come on. It's all
Lucky
intense.
seventh on the list is
It's everything is intense.
Witch Watch.
The first scene is breaking a glass. But I had to say this. I watched this one. This is the only anime I watched this season until now, and I love it. I'm loving it. Witch Watch is the only one that I'm watching until now.
見違えたなニコ
Having finished her witch training, Nico Wakatsuki is left with one final task.
I
Choosing
forgot
her
this anime was in the season, so this is the best anime of the season. I don't care.
lifelong partner. However, she does the unthinkable and decides to choose a non-animal familiar. Her choice, her ogre childhood friend Morihito Otogi, much to the latter's dismay. However, a curse compels him to accept the deal, and the two teens find themselves living together. Turns out Nico's more trouble than anyone bargained for, and seeing how certain doom awaits her, Morihito must try his best to protect his master and stave off disaster. From the creator of Sket Dance,
This is the point. Scat Dance is one of my favorite anime of all time. Like I cried. I watched Scat Dance twice, and I cried all the time. Not all the time because it's a comedy anime, but I laughed a lot.
comes
So the same
rising
creator,
star of
I'm
comedy. It's
into
wacky,
it already.
rather random, and chill in terms of stakes. It certainly has a distinct light-hearted feel that's to be expected given the author, and it could be one to pick up if you want those charming, easygoing stories to put on while you unwind. The story
Yes,
behind 100
I want to
Girlfriends
easygoing
and
stories because I'm dumb.
the latter part of Quintessential Quintuplets will also be in charge of this adaptation, so you can be sure it's going to be a good one.
What the fuck? Yeah, this is the first episode. She becomes a paper. And she almost gets stuck in, I don't know, walls. Into walls.
At number 6, it's from Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman.
Another great
姿を
animation.
見られただけで俺は嬉しいよ昔の弟子が世話を焼いてくれるのは嬉しいもんだな
Man, I don't know. I'm not an expert about the ancient times, but I don't think girls look like this in the ancient times. I don't know. I wasn't there, but maybe it was like that. I wasn't there to
Beryl
know.
Gardinant's glory days are behind him. Having settled down in a rural backwater village, he spends his time being a humble, unassuming instructor. Those days of relative peace wouldn't last long as he receives a visit from his former pupil. Turns out he's been assigned as a special instructor for the Knights of the Liberian Order. Still, he's convinced that his former students don't need him anymore, and he wants nothing more than to return to a life of peace. Will he live up to his reputation and get what he wants out of life? Passion is definitely going to have their hands full with this one. This is one adaptation this spring that had many people excited, mainly due to how great the fight choreography is in manga format. I'm
Man,
nothing
this is
but
a
excited
great.
to see
This is a great season for
both
action.
an adult protagonist-focused story and one that promises so many hype moments.
私の家に住むというのはダメかなと。
Yes. No, it's not okay. Yes, that's not okay. That's not okay.
Find something to watch yet? Go hit the like button and show your support for VinnyTube. But we're just halfway through the ride, so buckle up, the best is yet to come. Let's take a look at a classic reimagined Shin Samurai Den Yaiba.
お祭り野郎め
Man, but I have to say this. I've watched this one, the trailer of this one. I think they did great. I think this. Come on, you're gonna destroy my ears.
And the next in line to get the modern remake is the early 90s hit Yaiba, made by the guy behind Detective Conan and Magic Knight.
Yeah, he looks like Conan. Yeah, the same design.
So
Yeah, that's
Kurogane
it.
Yaiba is someone raised in the way of the samurai. Relentlessly training in the jungle, he and his father return to Japan, where he encounters Kendo master Onimaru. Corrupted by the legendary demon sword, Onimaru becomes hell-bent on conquering the world, and Yaiba has to embark on an adventure to find and master a legendary sword to stop his bitter rival. I'm really curious to see how which studio will reimagine this classic.
Ah,
They did
which
confirm
studio?
that some
Okay.
story beats will be changed,
A big
so it may
one.
be cool for an older fan
Yeah,
to
a big studio is doing this, so
the
maybe
story
it's
through a
gonna be
modern lens.
great.
And as a remake, it should still be very newbie friendly, so newer anime fans can get a glimpse of the story that older folks still talk about.
Yes,
so
I
fondly.
am a newbie.
黒金刃
And he screams loud.
For our number 4 entry, we take a look at Your Former.
事件はちゃんと私が解決する。 彼は私にとって大切な補助官です。
This is a sci-fi mystery
This looks like Ghost in the
show
Shell.
set in a world where the technological innovation you're
Yeah, this is Ghost in the Shell.
Part of daily life. To show how powerful these things are, they're capable of recording practically everything their users experience, and our protagonist, Echika's job is to dive into them in order to investigate crimes. She's so good at it that the only suitable partner for her is the android.
Wait, the whole anime, is she inside somebody's mind? If that's true, this is a fucking great story.
Their differences in order to save the world from a catastrophe.
Imagine every episode. Not one episode happens in real life. Every episode she's inside someone's mind. This is a great story. Great idea.
Quite a while since we've had something like this come up to our radars, hasn't it? Sci-fi thrillers that incorporate the human psyche comprise a pretty cool genre, and I can't wait to see more of them. If you found yourself liking stuff like Psycho-Pass, make sure to check out what seems to be its spiritual successor.
Yeah, I think this one is good. I'm 100% sure that this anime has a fucking great opening, because this type of anime always gets a great opening. See?
Starting our top 3 is Kowloon Generic Romance.
Generic. You put generic in your title. Come on.
そこに映ってるの私じゃないんです。
What? Yes, I feel like that. I've never recognized myself in pictures.
今あなたがここに存在している。
Fuck. She has two personalities.
この空論で。
ただの錯覚で触れてほしいなんて思いますか
Yeah, this
Alternate
is
history
hot.
settings interest me quite a lot. However, one historical place that doesn't get much focus in anime is Kowloon Walled City, an enclave that was demolished
What? I
some
don't know
2
what's
decades
Kowloon.
ago. In Kowloon Generic Romance, the place remains standing but has been reduced to a slum city, one that houses those who still harbour love for the Hong Kong of old. In it are our 2 protagonists, Reiko Kujirai, who
Yes.
craves progress, and Hajime Kudo, who shuns modernity and relishes the city's classic atmosphere. In spite of their differences, they enjoy each other's company. Still, a lingering air of mystery hangs over the 2 of them.
Man,
And perhaps there's more to this version of Kowloon Walled City than meets the
I think this one is gonna
eye.
be
As
really
a manga, Kowloon
good.
Generic Romance has a lot of things going for it. It's a mystery romance aimed at the older demographic is
They
something
put generic on the title, but it's not generic. I don't know. At least the visual is not generic. The design is not
and
generic.
it's a series with strikingly notable
This doesn't look
world-building
generic at
vibes
all.
that I can't wait to see translated onto the screen. A huge break from the norm of what we've seen from most modern anime. I heartily urge
But
you
this
to
is a genius move. You say my anime is generic. It's gonna be a generic romance. And you watch this and it's not generic. It's the
give this one a
opposite.
try.
Yes.
空論ジェネリックロマンス。
Generic.
Webtoon
Yes, I don't know
sensation
why it's generic.
Beginning
In the
after
title,
end
why?
comes in at number 2.
What's this? No, what the fuck? No, what the fuck?
King Grey had it all. Power, riches, fame, almost
Wait,
everything except
The main character is gonna be a newborn baby.
you guessed it, friends.
No
After
shit.
his unexpected death, he then
No.
reincarnates into a
Why
world
would
of
I watch an anime about a baby?
magic as Arthur.
the
Given a
fuck?
second chance at life, all while carrying on his experience as the world's strongest king, he looks for purpose and adventure.
Okay,
in
he
this
has the
strange new
memories,
world.
so-
That does sound like an isekai you've probably heard of before, but an interesting thing about the beginning after the end is that it's from an English source material. That means you should expect the unexpected just when you thought you got the whole list of isekai story beats memorized already. Truly a
Okay,
rarity in the
but he remembers that he's a king. So, okay, because if he didn't remember he was a king, the anime would be just a baby doing normal baby
world of
things.
anime. This first step could be the push needed for adaptations of more non-Asian hidden gems out there. Studio ACAT may not have a shining resume, but the studio
What the
looks
fuck?
to make
They're destroying the
beginning
city.
after the end their breakout hit.
And maybe it's good too, I don't know.
So,
Yeah, I think this season is strong. I think this is a really good season. At least until now, I'm seeing only good things. There's nothing here that I can say, this is shitty. No, everything seems decent. Everything looks good.